B3. What up? We are live for break 451. Making sure I can see that we're live. Yes, we are live. Good. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Looks like one is in here watching with us so far. Let's give it a few moments and hopefully a couple more will join us. Break 451 on the table. I just felt like a knot start to develop under my shoulder blade. I hate when that happens. You get that weird knot right under your shoulder blade. I feel like it always comes with stress. I'm stressing out about the dentist. I'm going to have to go get another tooth taken out. I'm in the same boat that Hans was in. Oh, you know what? Let me text Benny Lamp the live as well. Live now. I'll text Aaron as well. Boom. All right. So it looks like we got a few more that just jumped in here and joined us. If you're coming in, say what's up. Let us know you're here. Let us know you can hear us, see us. Looks like there's 3 or 4 in here. Break 451 on the table. We are going to get started in just a minute. The boxes I was waiting for the free break for quarter 4 last year, the customer appreciation 4th quarter free break, coming in tomorrow, so we'll be able to get that listed probably by the weekend. Adam's been helping me track that stuff, Adam Light, so I'll have to get with him and find out exactly where we're at, how many spots for everybody, get it all sorted out, and then we'll go from there. What up, Andrew Thier? What up? What up? All right, let's get started with the list of ownership. We've got break 451 on the table. Aaron Wise closing us out on the Cardinals. E-Dub coming through again, getting us to the table tonight. Thank you, Eve. Much appreciated. I was looking forward to this one. Excited to run it back. David Matt, what up? What up? No, nothing left. Aaron actually popped in and closed us out. What up, Eagle Finn? Dang, Thursday night we got heads in here. Nothing left tonight, though. Jason Eli on the Falcons. We got Joe Lurch on the Ravens. Mike Haralambis on the Bills. Wayne Mowry on the Panthers. Giuseppe Deschi on the Bears. We got Harlan Benner in on the Bengals. Joe Lurch in on Cleveland. I actually met up with Joe. He was doing some work by my house. So I was able to meet up with him. I hand delivered his package, so that was awesome. He's on his way to Florida. I think he said he was leaving tonight. So if you're on the road, Joe Lurch, be safe. Enjoy that trip. Joe on Cleveland, the Brownies. You got Giuseppe Deschi in on the Cowgirls. Aaron Wise with another closeout team on the Broncos. You got Joe Deschi on the Lions and the Packers. Jason Eli on the Texans. E-Dub also on the Colts. We got Ox on the Jags. Ox also, I think, is going on a cruise. Jamaica. Enjoy that one, big guy. Heck yeah. That one made me a little jealous. Headed to the Magic tomorrow. The Orlando Magic game? Is that what you're talking about? Because you're down there, Gary. Yeah, that makes sense. How far are you from their arena? Joe Lurch also on the Chiefs. We got Adam Light on the Raiders and Joe Barone, Adam's buddy, on the Chargers. You got Rosas in on the Rams. You got Jamie O'Hara on the Finns. E-Dub on the Vikings. Joe Lurch also on the Patriots. You got B3 and the boys on the Saints. Adam Light on the G-Men swinging big. I hope we get you a big dart. That'd be awesome. I'm just wanting to pull one at this point. So let's get it. Aaron Wise also on the Jets, another one of the closeout spots. We got Mike Haralambis in on the Eagles and the Niners. Benny Lamp in on the Steelers. Andrew Thier back in on the Seahawks. E-Dub on the Bucks, the last closeout spot. Then we had Charles Wiley Oxendine Ox on the Titans, and Goody Goody rounding us out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins, potentially one day football team, depending on the year and the player pictured. Magic Kingdom. I got you. That's always fun. We haven't been to Disney in a long time. All right, so that's our ownership list. What are we breaking? Well, it's the exact same thing we broke last time. So officially running it back. This is going to fall if I don't take it down. Running it back. You got the Select Hobby. Looking for 2 autos, 1 mem, 15 prisms, plus the ultra rare Contenders rookie ticket RPS autograph. Saw one today of the Packers rookie, number 22, Matthew Golden, on a cracked ice one. It was gorgeous. 2 autos, 1 mem guaranteed. You're also looking for your snakeskin number to 2, your tie-dye number to 25, and your ultra rare zebra. So that is our hobby box this evening. We also have 4 of the blasters. Select blasters. You're looking for the red and blue Prism Shocks. Those are the exclusive for the blaster. You're looking for autos and mems as well, and the ultra rare Zebra Shock Prism. So we got 4. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can feel that knot in my back. And 4. Starting to develop like a knot right under the shoulder blade. And then 10, or the second half of the case, on the Optic blasters. So you're looking for the ultra rare downtown duos, uptown hash marks, and more. Pink parallels are the one that's in there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total. Boom. All right, good luck, B3. Good luck. We start with Select, just like we did last time. So we're running it back. Same pattern, same everything. I took the twins out of school for 5 days. That is awesome. I bet they're stoked. They come down with the parents, or are they traveling alone? I always remember when I was younger, we're in Jersey, so there's a lot of snowbirds that go from Jersey to Florida. And some of my buddies, they used to just fly down by themselves at 8, 9, 10, and fly down to see their grandparents. I always thought that was pretty cool, but I was like, dang, I don't know if I'd have the common sense at 8 years old to get there without a parent. But the friends that I had that did it always, they got there safe, got back safe, but they would fly alone sometimes. I thought that was crazy. All right, here we go. First blaster. Good luck, B3. Good luck. I had to roll my sleeves up. We got Jared Goff leading the way. Cortland Sutton. You got Ray Davis on the base club level. Nice parallel there. And then Derrick Henry on the numbers going out to Baltimore. Come on, come into focus already. Quit messing around. There you go. Derrick Henry going out to Joe Lurch on the numbers. You got Chuba. Chimere Dike coming out on the rookie for Tennessee. That is Ox on the concourse. You've got Derek Carr on the concourse red and blue shock. That's the Texans. And Jason Eli. Tez Johnson coming out on a premier level for the Bucks. That's going to be E-Dub. Malachi Starks on the concourse rookie for the Ravens. Joe Lurch. Omarion Hampton coming out on the concourse for Joe Barone on the Chargers. You got Joe Milton. Select Certified Caleb Johnson going out to Benny Lamp. Very nice. Like the design of that this year. Trevion Henderson going out to the Patriots. Joe Lurch on the concourse rookie. You got T. Ferg going out to the Rams. That is Rosas. And then Brashard Smith on the red and blue shock. Very nice. Concourse. KC. Joe Lurch snagging the Chiefs. Harold Fannin Jr. Premier level also going to Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Then you got Malik Neighbors. Jalen Knoll going out to Houston. That is Jason Eli on the concourse. Silver concourse. Shador Sanders. Bang, that's pretty. Nice one there for Joe Lurch on the silver. You got Jackson Dart coming out on a futures. That's going to be Adam Light. Nice one there. Jack Sawyer going out to Benny Lamp on the base concourse. Jalen Walker going out to the Falcons. That is Jason Eli on the red and blue premier level. And then the multiverse, Jalen Ramsey. You got the Jags and the Steelers. So that is going to be a dice drop between Ox and Benny Lamp on the multiverse swatch. Beautiful card. Jalen Ramsey, very cool. And then ending on Jameson Williams on the premier level. Not bad for the first box to get the multiverse. That's pretty cool. I've heard of those, haven't seen them. That's the first time I'm seeing the multiverse insert for the swatch, the double team. It's a pretty cool, idea. A lot of the times you'll have two different players. This is you see it on, I've seen it on other cards. I just can't remember which ones where they show the player and two teams that he's been on or had played on. Don't remember seeing it on a patch how to select though. That is new. Let's get these guys out of the way. Oh man, that knot under my back is killing me. Multiverse. Twins are 8, flew down with Kirsten. Okay, alright, so they flew with her. That's, that I get. Dude, I'm telling you, it's weird, but friends that I had when they were younger, they used to do that. They'd fly by themselves. I thought it was wild. But I guess, like, the plane would know that they're flying by themselves, so, like, they would, keep an eye out on them. The stewardess or the flight attendants, whatever they called them back then, they would, keep an eye out for them and all that stuff. But still seems crazy. I don't think I could trust my 10-year-old to fly by himself. Maybe my soon-to-be 15-year-old. He's getting to that point where he's got enough common sense now where you can kind of trust him. Loosely. So funny how, like, less independent they are than I was at their age, but I was also kind of forced to fend for myself, So it was just a different kind of upbringing. But funny to think about. All right. We are sleeved up, good to go. All right, let me get myself organized here. Boom. Got to get the bench ready. All right, here we go. I was 6th to Florida and 9 when I flew to Philly. The flight attendant definitely was involved. Yeah, I remember that back in the day. They would be like, oh, they're flying solo without a parent. And they'd kind of sit you like in a spot up front. And they'd, give you like a coloring book or something. Like, you know, like they were just engaged in an extra way. But I remember friends used to tell me they did it, and to me it blew my mind because my parents I don't think would ever trust me. They barely trusted me to look both ways before I crossed the street. My mom always swore I was going to get hit by a car. Like, you know, like, I don't know, I didn't have the most common sense, but, you know, I was independent, but I didn't have a ton of common sense. And, you know, until I hit like 13, 14 and matured. I always thought I had common sense, but looking back on it, I realized why my mom had concerns. Oh, man. Security tag. If we were playing catch, if you threw a ball and it went in the street, I was going for it. I was like a golden retriever, bro. Just, where's the ball? Show me the ball. Where's the ball? Jihad Campbell coming out for Philly. That is going to be Mike Haralambis on the Beagles. Silver, Torrey Holt going out to Ox. You've got James Cook, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Higgins going out to Houston, Jason Eli. Danger Russ coming out for Adam Light on the hollow. Then you got Laporta, Jaden Reed, Kyle McCord coming out for Mike Haralambis. Tyleek Williams coming out for Detroit Rock City. That is Joe Desky. You got the Muth is loose. Fred Warner, Damian Martinez coming out for Andrew Thier. Matthew Golden on a pink. Nice one there for Green Bay. Joe Desky. You got John Elway, Tony Dorsett, Derek Harmon going out to Benny Lamp. Robbie Outs. I heard Han say Outs, and he's a Seahawks fan, so I kind of trust him. Maybe it's Outs and not Oots. But that is Andrew Thier. Captain Kirk, A.J. Brown, Kenneth Grant coming out for Miami. That is Jamie O'Hara. You've got Sauce Gardner on the My House coming out for Aaron Wise. Very nice. Can I get him into focus? That would be fantastic. There we go. Sauce on the My House. Beautiful cards. I like the My House this year. Then you got Keenan Allen and Aaron Rodgers. I do like the My Houses this year. I'm a big fan. I don't mind that they're not, you know, prism either. Like, not chromed out. I don't mind that at all. For the sake of time, since it was a late start, we can top load these later. I'll penny sleeve them, and then we can top load them whenever. Okay. Do like the pinks, man. They're beautiful cards. The purple shock is nice too, but I don't know. I might like the purple shock a little more, the Walmart variation, just because there's some background to it. Getting the bench set up real quick here, B3. Bear with me for just a second. Okay, that can go there. Texas, yes. Okay, we are good. All right, here we go. Optic number 2. Select first box was rocking. Optic first box just needed to warm us up. Security tag coming out. Empty box. What up, Scotty? Mr. Struble in the house. Scotty. We're chasing. We're chasing. Need something here to pump us up. Here we go. Maxwell Harrison going out to Buffalo. That is going to be Mike Haralambous. Danger Russ back again for Adam Light. You got DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson, Cam Scattaboo going out to Adam Light. You've got the play action run CMC for Mike Haralambous. Breece Hall, Xavier Legette, Kyle Williams coming out for the Patriots. That is Joe Lurch. Then you've got the Geno Smith for Adam Light on the hollow. Jackson Dart on a pink. Get the darty party started. There you go, Adam. We'll take that. Donovan McNabb, JMO. You got Colson Loveland coming out for the Bears. Chi-Town. That is Joe Desky. Tez Johnson coming out for Aaron Wise on a pink. We got 2 back-to-back pinks. Never seen that before. Tez Johnson going out to Aaron Wise. And then Jordan Watkins going out to Mike Haralambous. You got Josh Jacobs, Joe Burr, Dylan Gabriel going out to the Brownies. That is going to be Joe Lurch. Scattaboo on a hidden potential going out to Adam Light. This is the Giants pack right here. You got Sammy D, Dante Culpepper, Trevor Etienne going out to Carolina. That is going to be Wayne Mowry. You got a third hollow coming out, 2-2. That is the Rams and Juan Rosas. Then you got Hawkinson and Megatron rounding you out. Darty party rockin'. Okay, that's all put away. Let's get these guys sleeved up. Alright, Scat going up on the Giants podium. And then these are headed to the bench. Alright, we are good. Keep it rolling. Good. Let's go one more Optic, then we'll go back to Select. Empty box. All right, we got box number 3 on the table. Security tag. Let's get it. Mason Graham leading it off. That's going to be Joe Lurch. Jared Goff on the hollow. Detroit, Joe Desky. You got Crashy Rice. B-Rob. Emeka Egbuka going out to E-Dub on the Bucks. Nice rookie there. Najee on the hollow going out to Joe Barone. Then you've got Vernon Davis. Bucky Irving, Jackson Hawes going out to Buffalo, Mike Haralambis, Elik Ayomanor on the pink hollow going out to E-Dub. You got Breece Hall, Derwin James, Devin Neal going out to B3. Cam Ward showing up on the hollow. Very nice. That one going out to Tennessee, Ox. DeAndre Swift, Drew Bledsoe. You got James Pierce going out to the Falcons, Jason Eli, Quinishon Judkins on the pink hollow coming out for Joe Lurch. McNabb, Neon Dion. You got Malachi Stark showing up for Baltimore, Joe Lurch. Cleveland, Shador Sanders on the passing grade, also Joe Lurch. Then you've got Josh Jacobs and Trey McBreezy to round it out. Cam Ward getting in on the action. Not only did they get their quarterbacks, but they got their skill position players too. You just need a nice pink Chimere DK. We'll be in good shape there, E. Or Ox. Ox on Tennessee. I keep thinking it's Aaron on Tennessee because she was on them last break. Don't worry. If I said Aaron, I have it written down. I know who's got who. Me just spacing out, taking a trip back in time to the previous break. All right. Good to go. Good to go. Bills and Bucks just got a podium, but so did the Titans, so I gotta bring them up here. Good. That's just good there. We do have Chimere DK out of select, so we'll get him up there. Nice to get him on a pink, though. Let's do one more Optic. This one's calling my name. Then we'll take a break and jump to some select in the middle. But this box is calling me out. We got a peeker. We got a peeker. Empty box. The peeker's got to go down bottom. All right, number 4. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Matthew Golden coming out for Joe Desky on the rated. You got the hollow TJ Watt going out to Benny Lamp. Tutu, Seedy, Robbie outs going out to Andrew Thier. Outs. Izaraku going out to Dallas. That is going to be Joe Desky on the pink hollow. You got Jawan Jennings, Chris Jones, Tyler Shuck showing up for B3. Woody Marks on the hollow showing up for Jason Eli. You got Drake London, Ma Homies, always gets a sleeve. Jimmy Horn going out to Carolina and Wayne Mowry. You've got, where did I go there? Will Johnson going out to Aaron Wise on the pink hollow, followed by Derrick Henry. James Lofton, Ty Felton going out to Minnesota. Aaron Wise. Primary colors, Shador Sanders going out to Joe Lurch as he stays hot on the Brownies. You got Cam Jordan, Saquon, Tyleek Williams going out to Detroit, Joe Desky. Then you got the Garrett Wilson play action going out to Aaron, Jonnu, and Mooney to round it out. That one was calling my name just to be like, get me done with. That's what it wanted. It was just, open me and move past me because I'm not a good box. That's what it was saying. That's what it was saying. All right, we're going to pop back to select to shake it up a little bit. Nice Woody on that. Pink. Very nice. Even though I kind of thought Chubb was the better running back for them last year. Even coming back from the injury, I just thought he ran harder. But I'll always love Chubby. That dude was a workhorse. Even if he is a couple injuries removed from his best years. One brutal injury. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Boom. Bench is set. Good to go. Let's go back to select. Shake it up a little bit. Jesus, that's some strong plastic right there. Let go of it. Let go of it. Empty box. Alright, select number 2. That one only had 3 cards in it. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Jerry Jeudy leading it off. Jarquez Hunter on the red and blue premier level shock. Going out to the Rams. Juan Rosas. Nice rookie there. You got Urlacher, Kendre Miller, Quinn Ewers coming out from Miami. That's going to be Jamie O'Hara on the Concourse Rook. Dylan Gabriel coming out on the silver this time. Premier level silver rookie going out to Joe Lurch. We'll take that. Elijah Arroyo on the select certified for Andrew Thier. You've got Evan Brown. Jordan Addison, red and blue Concourse shock, Cortland Sutton Going out to Denver, that is E-Dub. You got Rashid Shaheed, Jack Besh on the concourse coming out for the Raiders, Adam Light, Drake London, Curtis Samuel, select numbers, Myles Garrett, that's going to be Joe Lurch. Then you got JD5, BTJ, a red and blue shock, I think, club level, Travis Hunter, absolutely gorgeous card. Yep, club level, red and blue. Beautiful card. Holy cow, that is nasty. Ox, what a hit. Jordan Love on the premier level. Luther Burden on the concourse, going out to Chi-Town, Joe Desky. Jalen Milrow coming out for Andrew Thier on the concourse rookie. Then you got Braylon Allen on a base club and Bijan on the turbocharged. Going out to Atlanta and Jason Eli. Good there. Got to get the Jags up with that beauty. What a good looking card. Nice hit. Ox on the club level. That's the top one you can get out of the retail. There is no suite level or field level in retail. So club level is the best you get. That's a nice one. For sure. Brownies starting off real hot. All right. Get a couple more podiums out for Seattle and Miami. Boom. All right, we got room for 2 more podiums on each side, maybe 3. All right, let's get the bench back organized here. Seattle's got a couple more they can throw up. I think we're good. Let's do one more select. Let's do 2. Let's go back to back. Knocked over my little teeny mate figure. Empty box. I wonder if the Knicks won tonight. I wonder if they played tonight. I can't remember if they were playing. They've been up and down recently. Since winning the NBA Cup, they kind of have fluctuated a little bit. Boom. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. You got Nick Emanwari going out to Seattle. Andrew Thier on the Concourse rookie. A beautiful black and gold, it looks like, or black and bronze. Charles Woodson, club level. I have a feeling that is numbered. That's a beautiful card. It is 860 out of 899. High number, 860 out of 899. But an absolutely gorgeous card. Raiders officially on the board. Adam Light. You got Joe Milton on a red and blue shock for the Cowgirls. Dallas, that is Joe Desky. TJ Sanders was hiding out behind there on a premier level rookie. That is Buffalo, Mike Haralambis. You got Jerry Jeudy, Kendre Miller, Silver Concourse, Stephon Diggs, Joe Lurch. Ooh. Cam Ward on the turbocharged going out to Ox. Nice rookie there. Some bend in these cards. They keep popping right out of my hand. Nice Cam Ward on the turbo, though. That is Ox. You got Quinn Ewers on the Concourse. That one going out to Miami, Jamie O'Hara. Then you've got Evan Brown and then Tyler Shuck coming out on the red and blue Concourse shock. Horrifically off center, but a beautiful card. Too bad it's absolutely awful on centering. Look at how big the pillar is over here to over here, the gap in between. That's funny. Beautiful card. Terrible centering. Amon Ra coming out. You got Jordan Addison. Jack Besh on a Concourse for Adam Light. Why did I put Kendre Miller over there? Where was the rookie pile? Oh, it's over here. That's why. Pat Bryant going out to Denver. That is going to be E-Dub. Aaron Wise on the premier level. Cam Ward Future coming out for Ox. Another nice one for the Titans. Titans are strong tonight. You've got the Drake London. JD5. Another club level. This one red and blue. Najee. Going out to Joe Barone. Beautiful card. Yaya Black on the premier level rookie going out to Benny Lamp. Did it again. BTJ on a Concourse. Luther Burden Concourse rookie going out to Chicago. Joe Desky. You got a base club level. Tyler Warren going out to Aaron Wise. Very nice. And then select certified Dylan Gabriel going out to Joe Lurch as the Brownies stay hot. They've been hot all break. Brownies podium is full already. All right, we got Tyler Warren on a club. Burden on a Concourse. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay. We got more Cam Ward. Pat Bryant. Jack Besh now has a home. Shook. Ewers. And one more Cam Ward. Like the turbocharged look this year too. Alright. Let's make some room on the bench. Dang. Bench is growing. Alright. Let's go back to Optic. Ooh. Drop the podium. Got it. I had to move Tiki to get to it. There we go. There we go. Empty box. All right, good luck, B3. Good luck. This will put us halfway through the Optic half case. Surprised we've only gotten one mem so far, and it was out of Select, not Optic. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. You got Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambis on the rated. Cam Ward back again on a second pink. Nice one there for Ox. You got Terry Bradshaw, Kyle Pitts, Benjamin Morrison on the base rated. Going out to Tampa. That is Aaron Wise. Captains in charge, my homies. Going out to KC and Joe Lurch. Nice one there. Pacheco. JT. Gunnar Helm going out to Tennessee. That is Ox. You've got the hollow Jalen Waddle going out to Jamie O'Hara. Travis Etienne. Caleb Williams. Jalen Milrow coming back out for Andrew Thier. You've got a hollow Run CMC for Mike Haralambis. Then D-Hop, Greg the Leg, Omarion Hampton going out to Joe Barone. Bang! Shador on a pink. Two big quarterbacks. You got Golden Tate, Ladd McConkey, Nick Scourton going out to Wayne Mowry on Carolina. Kalel Mullings on the pink going out to Ox. Shador was Joe Lurch. And then you got Neighbors and Reed rounding it out. Dang. Quarterbacks coming out. Quarterbacks coming out. All right. Just about there. Milrow again. Gunner. Titans podium is full already as well. So Titans and Brownies were the first podiums to fill. All right, do we have any more podiums I have to add to? No. All right. Just stop by to say what's up, pass it out, good luck. Yeah, Ox, you got it. You got it, sir. I know you're traveling soon. So, a lot of work to get ready for a trip like that. You got to get the house in order. You got to get everything done. A lot of prep, a lot of packing. Get the kids squared away, get their schedule squared away. It's a lot. Empty box, security tag. Come on, baby. I think we got to light it up in here. That's nice. Trey Amos leading it off for Goody Goody on the rated. Light it up. Matthew Golden going out to Joe Desky. Love those cards. They look great this year. Very nice. Bryce Young, Luke Kuechly, RJ Harvey going out to Aaron Wise. Then you got Khalil Mullings for Ox on the pink. Pollard, Khalil Mack, Jalen Lane going out to Goody Goody, and Shador back again on another pink. Joe Lurch stacking them. You got Xavier Worthy, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Walker going out to Atlanta. That is going to be Jason Eli. T. Ferg going out to the Rams. That's Rosas on the pink optic. You got Jay Jetta, Danger Russ, Caleb Johnson going out to Pittsburgh, and Benny Lamp, and Benny Lamp, and a silver Shador Sanders as Joe Lurch stays smoking hot. Bang. You've got Kyron, Torrey Holt, Mason Taylor going out to Aaron Wise on the rated. T. Ferg on a hollow going out to Rosas on the Rams. Then you got T-Law and Tyler Algier. Well, that box was definitely our best so far for sure out of Optic. Double hollow rookies, multiple quarterbacks. That is what's up. Nice one there for the Rams. We're going to have to cut down the Browns podium. We can't fit all this on there, Joe. You have passed your limit. It's got to go to quarterbacks only, and it's still going to be too much. Yeah, you're already full again. We're going to have to go to Shador on one podium and Dylan Gabriel on another. You are absolutely lighting it up there, Joe Lurch. Pun intended with the light it up. Lighting it up figuratively and literally. Rosas getting on the board. There we go, Juan. Getting the podium up there. Another Shador. Another one, and another one, and another one. They just keep coming. Yeah, if we get one or two more Shadors, we're gonna have to cut it down to just Shador on the podium, and it's still gonna be full. Get in there, Mason. You know what? Let's not even mess around. Let's just cut it down to Shador now. Otherwise, we're going to be doing it in a box or two. And then the Titans, we're going to have to cut it down to just Cam Ward. There we go. That's more manageable. All right, let's get ourselves back organized here. All right, get the bench in order real quick here, B3. Bear with me for just a second. We got a few more for the Rams. There we go. Good there. Let's get some more top loaders over here because we were running low. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Ooh, I just cracked my ankle. Okay. There we go. Another full stack up there. A few more penny sleeves out. Okay. Let's go. Come on, baby. Need to get one here. Let's go. Empty box. Security tag. Security tag. Still no patch out of Optic. We must have got them all in the first half. Although I don't remember getting a lot of them. All right, we got Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambous on the Niners. Your hollow is Herbie going out to Joe Barone. You've got David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Sawyer going out to Pittsburgh, Benny Lamp. Hidden Potential is Ashton Genty going out to Adam Light. Then you got Myles Garrett, T.O., Cam Miller for Adam Light. Taj Brooks going out to Cincy, Harlan Benner. You got Mark Andrews, Chuba, Ashton Genty going out to Adam Light. Ted Aroa McMillan on the pink hollow going out to Carolina, Wayne Mowry. Then you got Rich Gannon, Brock Bowers, Curtis Rourke for Mike Haralambis. You got Mike Green going out to Baltimore and Joe Lurch on the pink. Then you got Bucky, Shakir, Tyler Loop going out to Baltimore. Also Joe Lurch. Tommy Malott on the hollow going out to Adam Light. Then you got Justin Fields and Micah Parsons. All right, let's get these sleeved up real quick. Raiders just came up on that box for sure. I didn't realize I never moved Dart into the middle. All right, we got Genty. Genty. Sawyer. And James. Boom. All right. Couple more for Carolina. Better pull me some Hawks. Pull me some Hawks. Seahawks have been hot all around. In real life and on the table. They've been hot. You've had a couple Milrow hits recently. That I do remember, Drew, for sure. But some of the big ultra rare ones, yeah, those go in waves. Sometimes you miss them. You got to think, how's Matty V feeling? He was on the Colts for like a year and a half straight, and then he missed him for a couple of breaks. And Jason Eli smacks the Tyler Warren 101. You know, so it's like, it's always a swift kick in the you know what. When I see one of you guys miss your PC team, and that's when the big hit comes out. But then there's also other teams where multiple guys PC it, and then it's like, oh, you know, you guys always race to get them. Whoever gets them, you know, it's the luck of the draw. But man, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to root for people. It's tough to root. Dylan Gabriel going out to Cleveland. That is Joe Lurch. Curtis Rourke on the pink going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Jared Goff, Xavier Legette, Trevor Etienne coming out for Carolina, Wayne Mowry. Ashton Genty coming out on the pink Optic hollow for Adam Light. Very nice. Najee, Ramondre, Oladejo going out to Ox. Cam Miller on a pink Optic Holo for Adam Light. You got Justin Fields, J-Mo, Dylan Sampson coming out for Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Then you got rookie recruits Will Howard going out to Benny Lamp. Ricky Williams, Joe Burr. You got Demetrius Knight going out to Harlan. Bryce Young on the Holo going out to Carolina, Wayne Mowry. You got Rich Gannon, Dante Culpepper, Riley Leonard coming out for Indy. That's going to be Aaron Wise. Then you got a Holo Chase Brown for Harlan, Mark Andrews, and Megatron. Good. Not for me, though. Really? I could have swore it was you. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look. You're probably right. You'd remember. Another big Ashton Genty. Raiders podium now full. Willie Howard getting the Steelers on the board. All right. All right. Go. Bench is good. Let's go one more Optic, then we'll go back to the last select, then we'll come back to the last Optic. Quarterbacks have been coming out all over the place, but we still need a big ultra rare. We need a big super short printer ultra rare here. Let's get it. Maybe we'll let one marinate. Maybe that'll work. Sometimes when we let them marinate, it works out in our favor. Maybe we'll let it marinate. I think that's the play. Let one marinate. I'll go grab a seltzer. We'll come back and see if it works. That has helped us in the past. What time is it? It's 11:54. We're making great time. Yeah, we can do that. We only have 3 boxes left. We're making really good time. Let's do that. All right, we're going to let this one marinate. We got our security tag. When we come back from this marinating, we have just 2 left. 1 Optic, 1 Select. I saved the best one for last, the dented and ripped box. You know those are the hot boxes. Those are the ones that hit 60% of the time. They hit every single time. All right, we're going to let this one marinate. See if we can shake it up a little bit. I'm going to go grab a seltzer because I forgot one when I came in here. I also have to take my my medicine too. I got to take this antibiotic for my tooth because not only do I have to get it pulled because it's chipped below the gum line, it was also infected. Ugh. I drink seltzer so much I don't even like the taste of normal water. All right, I took my meds 5 minutes early, but because I'm up, I saw it and remembered. All right, we're going to let that marinate. When I come back, we're going to go through that one optic blaster on the table. Then we got one left on the side here, one optic, one select, and then the hobby. So let's let it marinate for a minute. Oh, drop the water. Good thing I got a towel in here. There we go. Wipe that sucker up. Alright, I'm going to go get a seltzer now that I just spilled the only bottle of water I had. And I will be right back. We're going to let that blaster marinate there on the table for a couple of minutes. Man, I can't hold on to anything today. Now if I open this bottle of seltzer, it's going to explode. I just dropped that. Jesus, I'm all over the place, B3. All right, out of my sorts. We got to get back to it. Back on the table. Back in action. All right, B3. We let it marinate. Let's hope this worked. Ollie Gordon going out to Miami. That is Jamie O'Hara. First time we've seen him. Chimere DK Pink. We called that. We said we needed one. There we go. Ox getting all the Titans. He's going to be good. Cortland Sutton. We got Chris Olave, Walter Nolan on the rated, going out to Aaron Wise. Tyler Loop on a pink. I believe the Ravens cut him. That's Joe Lurch. You've got Vinny Testaverde, Bo Nix, Tyler Warren coming out for Aaron Wise. Curtis Rourke coming out for Mike Haralambis. You've got Bijan, Kirk Cousins, Jarquez Hunter going out to Rosas. Light it up, Will Howard. We'll take that. That one going out to Benny Lamp. Heck yeah, we'll take it. Ty Felton on the hollow coming out for the Vikings. E-Dub. You've got Doug Williams, George Kittle, Jalen Royals going out to KC, Joe Lurch. And then Andrew Makuba on the hollow going out to Philly, Mike Haralambis. Dang, we're getting all sorts of color. Michael Penix, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. You got Michael Williams on the rated, and Jackson Dart again on the pink. At least we're hitting a ton of the quarterbacks. Nakua and Grossman. Adam Light getting another Darty party on the pink. If we're not getting the ultra rare, at least we're getting a ton of color for the big guys. We'll take that. Shador, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, all coming out. All coming out. Nice hollow for Ty Felton. We'll get him up on a podium. The silver is always podium worthy. Makuba. Another Will Howard for Benny. Steelers are heating up at the right time. Heating up late. Rosas getting another Hunter. Tyler Warren coming out again. DK, this one's got to go up on the podium because we called it. Even though we took everything but Ward down. Got to put him up. Ollie Gordon. All right, we are good. Set. Let's go to the last select blaster. Empty box. right, here we go, B3. Here we go. Last select blaster. Mason Taylor coming out first on a concourse for Aaron Wise. Jordan Watkins for Mike Haralambis. You got a Tank Bigsby Premier Level Red and Blue Shock going out to Ox. You've got the Bryce Young, Chase Brown, Troy Aikman. Silver is Montez Sweat on a silver club. That is going to be the Bears. Chi-Town, Joe Desky. Jackson Dart numbers going out to Adam Light. Dart staying hot. You got Kelvin Banks on a concourse for B3. Christian Benford. Tyler Warren, that one much better centering on the concourse Red and Blue Shock. Nice one there for Aaron Wise. E-dub on the Tyler Warren. You've got Ty Johnson, Tucker Kraft, Brashad Smith going out to the Chiefs. That's going to be Joe Lurch on the concourse rookie. Travis Hunter, Premier Level, going out to Ox. Micah Parsons, turbocharged. That's going to be Green Bay, Joe Desky. You've got David Carr, Kyle McCord on a concourse going out to Philly. That is Mike Haralambis. Justin Fields on a concourse Red and Blue Shock going out to the Jets and Aaron Wise. You got Ernest Jones, Tyler Warren coming back out for Aaron Wise on a concourse. Justin Fields. Base Club Harrison Butker going out to Joe Lurch. And then Caleb Johnson on a futures for Benny Lamp. Didn't save the best for last. That was not the best. Sometimes we save the best for last. Not that time. Okay, let's get these sleeved up. Colts earn themselves a podium. Travis Hunter trying to heat up. Jackson Dart getting the numbers. Get these out of the way. All right, good to go. A few more for the Colts. Bench is good. Let's go to the last Optic blaster, the ripped one. The lucky one. 60% of the time, the damaged box hits every time. We got the security tag. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Shador back again. Shador Sanders having himself a day. Alright, here we go. Rosas coming in on the first card with the T-Ferg rated. Curtis Rourke on the hollow going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Brandon Ayuk, Cam Chancellor. Shador coming back out for Joe Lurch. On the rated, you got Nick Emanwari going out to Andrew Thier. Eli Manning. BTJ. Kalel Mullings going out to Ox. Alec Ayomanor back again on another pink. You got Steven Jackson, Amon Ra, Savion on the rated. Another Cam Ward pink going out to Ox. That makes 3. Cortland Sutton. Dalton Schultz, Dante Thornton going out to Adam Light. Rookie recruits, Travis Hunter going out to Ox. You got Vinny Testaverde, Lamar Alfred Collins going out to Mike Haralambis. Jalen Walker on the hollow going out to Jason Eli. Then you got B-Rob and Brock Purdy. So no downtown. I'm shocked. That is the first time in a while we've seen a case not hit the downtown or the uptown. Other than the when we got the gold vinyl 101 out of the mega case. That did not have a downtown in it, but it did have a monster 101, so kind of made up for it. But that just goes to show you it's not guaranteed. Never guaranteed. That's why they say on average. Especially with the ultra rares or the super short prints. Never a guarantee. Alright, we've got select hobby left though. And I'm excited for that. Our last box was really good. Shador has had himself a crazy day. T-Ferg. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. All right, 12:15. We're about to start the hobby. We're making good time. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Select hobby. Quarterbacks have been hot tonight. Quarterbacks have been burning up. one pack lurking back there. We do know that there are blanks in these. We learned that last box. Empty box. We learned that they do have blanks. Is that one a blank? No, not a blank. So we'll send that down to the bottom. Okay. This one feels super thick. That's a blank. Ooh. Stay. Blank. We need to hit something big here, B3. We need one ultra rare at least. That is also a hit, so we'll leave that right where it's at. It's not a blank. This is another thick one, and that is a blank. Alright, 4 or 5 more packs to go here. Maybe all of our big hits were in the hobby box. That's what I'm going to say. I say we get like tie-dye, a zebra, and a big auto, and all of our biggest hits were just waiting in the hobby box. That's my guess. That's my guess. Last blank, number 3. Alright. Let's get it, B3. Good luck. Right off the top, right off the rip, you've got the red, white, and blue premier level Jalen Waddle going out to Jamie O'Hara, and that is going to be numbered 277 out of 299 on the Waddle. Red, white, and blue premier level. Very patriotic for Jamie O'Hara. We got David Montgomery on a club level. Silver PS2 on a premier level going out to Aaron Wise. Then you've got the on target Justin Jefferson. The new insert also going out to E-Dub. Ariante Araceli, premier level base. I think that's how you say it. Going out to Joe Desky. Shador coming out on the sweet level. Very nice. Sweet level Shador as he stays hot for Joe Lurch. Then you got Adam Thielen on a silver club level. Not numbered. That is Carolina and Wayne Maury. You've got the field level Earl Campbell going out to Ox on Tennessee. That's pretty cool. You can only get these out of the hobby. Chris Boswell on a base premier level. Nick Sirianni on a base premier level. Cam Ward on a silver prism concourse level going out to Ox as Cam Ward stays hot. And then Puka Nacua coming out for the Rams and Rosas on a beautiful orange concourse. That is numbered just 11 out of 49. One off the jersey number, Rosas. Bang. And then Kalel Mullings on a base club going out to Ox. What a start. Quarterbacks stay hot in the beginning, and a beautiful Puka. 11 out of 49. Super low number. Just one off the jersey number for Juan Rosas, as the lucky Rosas foot is getting charged up. Cam Ward got 3 pink Optic hollows, and now he also gets the Prism Concourse Silver. Bang. What a night for Cam Ward. What a night for Shador Sanders on the base suite level. Again, this is one you can only get in the hobby. Nice one there for Joe Lurch as Shador stays hot. I can't leave this one sitting right there. Adam Light picking up the Abdul Carter Neon Icons. Prism Silver Neon Icons. Abdul Carter. Beautiful card. Nice hit there for Adam Light as well. I wish it was Dart. That would have been a big one. All right, let's get these out of the way. All right, we keep it moving. Keep going down. That's a numbered, so we'll go to there. All right, there we go. RJ Harvey coming out for Denver. Aaron Wise on the premier level. You've got a Princely Umenmielen base club level going out to Carolina. Wayne Mowry on the base club level. And a absolute banger. This is a tie-dye Kendrick Bourne tie-dye auto going out to Mike Haralambis on San Fran. That is going to be numbered to 25. Tie-dye Kendrick Bourne. 4 out of 25 on the Select Signatures Kendrick Bourne tie-dye. Holy cow. What a gorgeous card for San Fran. 4 out of 25 Kendrick Bourne tie-dye Select Signatures. Bang. Told you this box was going to be hot. I had a feeling. That's the start of it right there. That's the start. All right, you also have Terrence Ferguson on a sweet level silver prism for Rosas, as Rosas heating up. You got Lamar on a premier, Trey Harris going out to Joe Barone on a premier, and then Tyler Shuck on a silver concourse prism rookie. Again, not the best centering, but I'll take it. Concourse Tyler Shuck going out to B3 and the boys on the Saints. You also have the Jameson Williams purple premier level. That is going to be low numbered as well. I believe 99, 75. 27 out of 75. That is Detroit Joe Desky on the JMO. Bang. Staying hot. 27 out of 75 on the purple. Not only did Joe Barone pick up the Trey Harris, but he's also got the Omarion Hampton on the base club level rookie. Bang. Let's keep making room here. Gotta get the rest of the Niners up on this podium. And there's a lot of them. Niners podium already full. Bench is still good. Let's take it down to the first hit. All right. Caleb Johnson on the Phenomenon. Going out to Benny Lamp. Nice looking card. First time seeing that one. Jarquez Hunter, Premier Level, going out to Rosas. Then you got Rashad Bateman on a club. A Sweet Level. K9. Kirk Cousins on the blue. Select signatures for Atlanta and Jason Eli. Kirk Cousins, blue. Select signatures, 141 out of 149 on the Kirk Cousins. Kirko Chains. Jason Eli, we will take that. This is going to make up to be a good box, I have a feeling. Woody Marks, Premier Level, also Jason Eli. Arian Smith, Premier Level for Aaron Wise. James Pierce on the red concourse, beautifully centered. Color match for the Falcons, too. Unfortunately, I think this is the one who beat his, tried to attack and hit his girlfriend with a car, the WNBA player. I think that's this guy. 147 out of 149. James Pierce. Beautiful card, but I think he might be off the team soon. Josiah Stewart going out to Rosas on the club level. Neon Icons base. This is Colson Loveland going out to Joe Desky. Lamar Jackson silver field level. Beautiful card. Joe Lurch. That's going to sell too. That's going to have value, I'm telling you. That's a $20 card easy. Silver Lamar Jackson. It won't 10 because it's off center, but it's a beautiful card. Nice hit there for Joe Lurch. Jackson Dart, Premier Level base. Coming back out for Adam Light. Tyleek Williams on a silver Premier Level for Detroit. Joe Desky. And then Shador Sanders on the silver Mem. 100 out of 125 as Joe Lurch stays hot on Shador. 100 out of 125. I know it's not coming into focus, but there you go. 100 out of 125. Bang. Joe Lurch killing it right now on the Brownies. What a break this is turning out to be. Got to get the Ravens up on a podium for this. This doesn't seem like it's a big card because it's not numbered, but I'm telling you, the premier, the field levels only come out in the hobby, and to get a silver one with a decent player is pretty big. If I can stop fumbling everything, that'd be fantastic. All right, let's get the rest of this sleeved up. You got Loveland on the icons. Caleb on the Phenomenon rookie. Jackson Dart. Back again. I gotta stretch out this knot on my back. Oh man, it's killing me. You know what I need to do is probably use the heating pad for bed tonight. That would be a good idea. It's making it super hard to do anything. It's one of those knots that lands like right under your shoulder blade, and no matter what you do, it's annoying and you can't really do anything about it. Ugh. Okay. Alright, we're good over there. Since I'm hand delivering to Joe, I actually don't mind putting this in a one-touch because I know I'm not going to ship it. It's not going to get all bounced around. So we can throw it in a one-touch for Mr. Joe Lurch, being that we know it'll get hand delivered. Oh, it won't fit in 100 point. Too big. It's too big. Alright, we'll go to 130 and see if it'll fit in there. I don't like pressing them in or forcing them in. Not my style to force them in there, so if they don't fit, you must acquit. Let's try the 130. See if it fits in that one. No, it's too big. Look at that. And I'm not going to force it because I don't want to damage it. So it's getting top loaded, Joe. I tried to one touch it for you, but it's not going to fit. And I ain't forcing her in there. No, sir. Not with a card that nice. And it's low number too. 100 out of 125. It's not one of those like to $4.99 or to $7.99. It's a lower numbered patch. 100 out of 125 on the Shador. Shador has absolutely killed it tonight. Alright, let's keep it moving. We're going to go down to right about there. Alright, we got Chris Jones on a base field level. Going out to KC, Joe Lurch. You've got Patrick Surtain on a Premier. Will Howard coming out on the Premier level. That's going to be Benny Lamp as Willie Howard stays hot. AJ Green coming out on a silver concourse. That's going to be Cincy, Harlan Benner. Travion Henderson on the club level base. Going out to the Pats. That is also Joe Lurch. Travis Hunter on a suite level. Coming out for Ox. Oh, that's another tie-dye? No, it might be. Travis Hunter on target tie-dye, I think. Please be numbered to 25. Please be numbered to 25. Yes! 23 out of 25 on a silver tie-dye. Travis Hunter. Ox. Bang! 2 tie-dyes in one box. Get out of here. That is an absolute monster. Travis Hunter on target tie-dye. What a smoke show that card is. Tyleek Williams coming out for the Lions. Detroit, Joe Desky. You got Woody Marks on a club level base going out to Houston. Jason Eli. Josh Allen coming out on a suite level. We got a zebra. Tyler Booker on the club level zebra. Going out to Dallas and Joe Desky. Bang. Another one. How many ultra rares are going to come out of this box? This is outrageous. And then Nick Scourton coming out for Carolina and Wayne Mowry on the premier level. What an absolute fire box. I don't think we've had a hobby box this loaded in a long time. Holy cow. We are on an absolute burner right now. Wow. Josh Allen on the suite level, got to get sleeved. Don't see a lot of those. Field levels got to get sleeved. Canine, I forgot we got him on a suite level. Got to sleeve that. Okay. I'm out of penny sleeves, so we got to pop a new one. What a box, B3. Holy cow. We are on a roll. All right, we got 100 more penny sleeves. Let me get a few more top loaders up here because we are almost out of those. There we go. All right. AJ Green. Put him over here. Good. All right, now we got to figure out this podium situation. Holy cow. Travis Hunter on the tie-dye to 25 on target. Travis Hunter got hot at the right time. Tyler Booker on the zebra. What a break. The retail was a little slow. Obviously, for the quarterbacks, it wasn't. The quarterbacks ate in the retail. But everybody else kind of slow in the retail. But then here in the hobby, it absolutely exploded for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Damn. What a break. All right, we got one little stack left there. Still a lot that can happen. Bear with me while I just get the bench caught up. Trevion, there we go. Falcons, good. Ravens, good. Lions, good. Cowboys, good. Tyler Booker on the rookie, too. On the rookie. Nice hit, Joe Desky. You're going to have some Cowgirls fans knocking on your door. Alec Ayomanor on the premier level going out to Ox. You've got a white club level Kyler Murray. That is numbered just 28 out of 35. Aaron Wise picking up a beautiful Kyler white club level. Nice jersey match there. Color match on the white and red. Cam Scattaboo coming out for Adam Light on a base club. Alec Ayomanor, not only did he get the base premiere, but he also got the silver premiere. Drake May is your select score going out to the Patriots, Joe Lurch. You got Omari and Hampton on a premier level going out to Joe Barone. Prism Silver Concourse, Josh Jacobs going out to Joe Desky. Bo Nix on a base club level going out to Denver. That is Aaron Wise. We're going to bring the back to the front because the last hit is back there. Armand Embo going out to the Jets. That is Aaron Wise on the premier level rookie. Fred Warner on a base. Bo Nix on a base. And a third auto, it is Jalen Knoll on an RPA going out to Houston and Jason Eli as Jason Eli stays hot. 116 out of 149. So we got a bonus auto. 3 autos out of that hobby box. 2 tie-dyes and a zebra. What the heck just happened with that box, B3? Our select hobby boxes have been absolutely on fire. On fire. Select hobby has been on fire. Holy cow. Still got to do a dice drop for this one, too. I feel like the Steelers need it more because Jacksonville absolutely destroyed this break. But you never know. You never know how it's going to go. What a break, B3. Holy cow. Break table stays hot. We be staying hot. No cooling down for us. Okay. Got to get ourselves ready to recap this, so bear with me for a second while I get my you-know-what together. Garbage out of the way. Okay. Good. We're going to have to dice drop this one. Okay. Need that for the recap. Okay, need that for the recap. Need these for the recap. I would have to say the biggest winner of the night, probably the Jags, with the tie-dye Travis Hunter. That's got to be my vote. Right behind it, though, is the Tyler Booker Zebra rookie. Then the Kendrick Bourne. That kind of maps out the biggest hits. You got the Jalen Noel. What's Kirk Cousins' number to? 149? That's not bad. Actually, even below that, I forgot. That so far. Rest is going to be a little harder to figure out. I think it's got to be the Rams, though, that really know low puka. All right, we're getting there, B3. We're getting there, slowly but surely, making our way down. Okay. Let's do that. Then we'll start a second pile. All right. Almost there, B3. Almost there. All right, we're going to do the dice drop in just a moment. Bear with me for a couple seconds while I get the rest of this squared away, and we'll be good to go. So all those are good. Bear with me, B3. I'm getting everything on the bench tidied up so we can just go right to recap, and I can shut it down and go to bed and already be kind of packed up, ready to go. Okay, good. That's done. Almost there, B3. Almost there. That went surprisingly well once we got to the hobby box. I was a little nervous for a second. But when we got to that hobby box and got about a third of the way into it, I knew it was going to be okay. I was like, you know what? This is going to be a good break after all. We're going to be just fine. All right, there we go. Silvers can go there. That's a club. That's a premier. Those are clubs. That's a premier. Okay, good. They can go there. Boom. All right, one last stack I gotta hit, and we'll be good to go. Boom. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. And how many racks do we need? That's the next question. We don't need 8. That's for sure. My guess, 2. Two. Perfect. Good work, B3. Good work. Alright. Let's hit this recap. I need to get another thing 100 points out too. You know what? Might as well do that now since I'm already in here. Make it that much easier. Where is my 100 points? I don't have it down there. Those are penny sleeves, but I have to get those out anyway. Well, you guys are on a restocking adventure with me, B3. We're restocking the desk. Hope you don't mind coming on a restocking adventure with me as we restock all the supplies. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So stacks of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6. Okay. That's all reloaded. Get a couple more loaded into the rack. And we should be good to go. Alright, penny sleeves are loaded. I'm going to throw the rest down there so I can get rid of this box. There we go, beautiful. Almost there, B3. Almost there. Perfect. Alright, that's all ready to go out in the recycling. That's all done. Last but not least, what was I originally looking for? Oh, that's right. It was the 100-point top loaders. There we go. Got them. Got them. Alright, this is the last thing we gotta do. Then we can recap. Gotta replenish. We can use all the supplies we want in a break. But the rule number 1, you gotta replenish. Gotta replenish. If we don't do it, no one else is going to do it. Because there's No one else to do it. All right, good work, good work. Now we are good. All right, B3. First things first, we got a dice drop. We have a multiverse select swatch. These are pretty hard to hit. Jalen Ramsey, Jaguars and Steelers. So 1, 2, or 3 will go to the left. The Jags, 4, 5, or 6 will go to the right. The Steelers. It is the multiverse. Jalen Ramsey. And he played with both teams, the Jaguars and the Steelers. See both logos on the back. 1, 2, or 3 goes to the left. The Jags, 4, 5, or 6 to the Steelers. 1, 2, 3 Jags, 4, 5, 6 Steelers. Jaguars going to be Ox. Steelers going to be Benny Lamp. Good luck, gentlemen. Here we go. You guys see a 5. I see a 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Going out to the Jaguars and Jalen Ramsey and Ox. Ox had himself a day today. Best night of the break. Best night of everybody. He had a feeling too. He said, I'm going on a cruise. I got a good feeling about this one. And he was right. All right, here we go. Goody, goody. Hit me up tomorrow, man. You've had a rough stretch. Hit me up. I'll figure something out for you. Goody, goody on the Commanders. Jalen Lane. Tough one for Washington. Tough one for Cincy, too. Harlan Benner on the Jags, or on the Bengals, only getting the Taj Brooks Pink Optic Hollow. Buffalo, Mike Haralambis getting the Jackson Hawes rated. Denver, Aaron Wise getting the Pat Bryant Premier. RJ Harvey rated. RJ Harvey Premier. Joe Barone on the Chargers getting the Trey Harris Premier level. Omarion Hampton on a concourse. Rated Premier level and club level. You've got the Patriots. Joe Lurch getting Kyle Williams on a rated. Trevion Henderson concourse. Trevion club. Aaron Wise on the Jets getting the Sauce My House. Arian Smith on a Premier. Mason Taylor on a concourse and a rated. KC, Joe Lurch getting the Captains in Charge Mahomes. Jalen Royals on a rated, and Brashad Smith on the red and blue concourse shock. Eagles. This is Mike Haralambis getting Kyle McCord on a concourse and a rated. And then the Optic Silver or Hollow Andrew Makuba. Joe Desky on Green Bay getting Savion on a rated. Matthew Golden rated. Golden on a lighted up. Golden on a Pink Optic Hollow. E-Dub on the Bucks getting the Tez Premier, Tez Pink Optic Hollow, and an Egbuka rated. Chi-Town, Joe Desky. You've got Luther Burden on a concourse twice. Colson Loveland on a rated and a Loveland Neon Icons. Benny Lamp getting Caleb Johnson on a rated and futures and select certified and phenomenon. Then you got Jack Sawyer on a concourse and a rated. You got Will Howard on a Premier and a rookie recruits, and then a lighted up Will Howard as well. A lot of volume for you, Benny. No big hit, though. Vikings, Aaron Wise, Ty Felton rated, and the Optic Hollow rated. You've got Tyler Loop on a Pink Optic Hollow for Joe Lurch, Mike Green on a Pink Optic Hollow, and then Lamar Jackson on the Silver Field level. That was probably your biggest card, Joe, other than the Lions, but that's a nice one. Seattle, Andrew Thier picking up Nick Emenwari on a Pink Optic Hollow. Robbie Oots on a rated and a Pink Optic Hollow. You got Elijah Arroyo Select Certified. Jalen Milrow Concourse. Milrow on a rated. Aaron Wise on the Colts getting Riley Leonard on a rated. Tyler Warren on a concourse and a rated. Plus Tyler Warren came out on a club and a red and blue shock concourse. Carolina, Wayne Mowry picked up the Princely Umanmielen on the club level base. You have Nick Scourton on a Premier level and a rated. You got Trevor Etienne on a rated twice. And then Tetaroa McMillan on the Pink Optic Hollow. And then B3 and the boys on the Saints getting Tyler Shuck on a rated. Shuck on a red and blue shock concourse. And Shuck on a silver concourse. Not a bad night for the Saints. Not a great night. Not a bad night. Adam Light coming back with a fury on the Raiders. Cam Miller on the pink optic hollow. Tommy Malott on the silver hollow rated rook. Thornton on a rated. Jack Besh on a concourse twice. Ashton Genty on a rated. Genty hidden potential. Genty on a pink optic hollow. And then Charles Woodson on the brown club level, numbered 860 out of 899. A high number, but beautiful card. All right, dropping down to, let's take it all the way down to the Lions. All right, Miami, Jamie O'Hara. Ollie Gordon on a rated. Quinn Ewers on a concourse twice. Jalen Waddle on the premier level, red, white, and blue, numbered 277 out of 299. Nice hit there for Jamie. Ox on the Titans, getting the Kalel Mullings rated, Mullings Club, Mullings Pink Optic Hollow twice. Gunnar Helm on a rated, Alec Ayomanor on a premier level, Ayomanor on a Pink Optic Hollow twice, Ayomanor on a Silver Prism premier level. Then you got DK on a concourse, Chimere DK on a Pink Optic Hollow, Cam Ward Futures, Cam Ward Turbo, Cam Ward on a pink optic hollow, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then Cam on the Prism Silver Concourse. Going to Adam Light on the Giants, you got a beautiful neon icons, Abdul Carter, Scat on a rated and hidden potential and club level. You got Jackson Dart premier level, Dart on a numbers, Dart on a future, Dart on a pink optic hollow, not once, not twice, twice. Not a bad night for the Giants. Lions, this is Joe Desky. You got Tyleek Williams on a pink, Tyleek on the silver prism premier level, and then Jameson Williams on the purple premier low number, numbered 27 out of 75. Nice night on the Lions for Joe Desky. Dropping down to the Rams. This is Rosas getting Josiah Stewart on a club. Jarquez Hunter rated. Jarquez Hunter premier. And Jarquez Hunter on a red and blue premier level shock. You got T. Ferg on a concourse. T. Ferg on a rated. And then T. Ferg on a pink optic hollow and a optic hollow. And then T. Ferg one more time on the silver prism suite level. Puka Nakua on an orange concourse. One off the jersey number, numbered 11 out of 49. Very nice for Rosas. That Puka is going to sell very high at the beginning of the offseason, at the beginning of the preseason next year, I think. Sell for the hype of Puka next year. Cardinals, Aaron Wise picking up Will Johnson on a pink optic hollow, and then Kyler Murray on a white and red club level, numbered just 28 out of 35. Nice low number there for Kyler. Falcons, Jason Eli picking up the Jalen Walker red and blue shock premier. Jalen Walker on the hollow. James Pierce on a red concourse. That one numbered 147 out of 149. Nice color match there. And then Kirk Chains, Kirk Cousins on a blue select signatures. That is numbered 141 out of 149. Nice night for Jason Eli. Houston, you got Jaden Higgins going out to Jason Eli on the rated. Woody Marks on a premier level and a club level and a pink optic hollow. Then you had Jalen Noel on the concourse, and then Noel on the select blue RPA, numbered 116 out of 149. Nice night for Jason Eli all around when it came to the Falcons and the Texans. Jason Eli has just been crazy hot. Joe Lurch had himself a phenomenal day on the Browns. Look at that. Look at that stack. Joe Lurch getting Dylan Sampson on a rated. Harold Fannin on a premier level. Quinishon Judkins on the pink optic hollow. Gabriel on a rated twice. Dylan Gabriel select certified. Gabriel on the Prism Silver premier level. Shador on a rated. Shador on a passing grade. Shador on the primary colors. Shador on a sweet level. Shador on a silver prism concourse. Shador on a pink optic hollow twice. Shador on an optic hollow once. And then Shador on the select swatches silver, numbered 100 out of 125. What a night for Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Then we drop down to the Niners. Mike Haralambis picking up Jordan James on a rated twice. Jordan Watkins on a concourse. Jordan Watkins on a pink optic hollow. Curtis Rourke twice on a pink optic hollow. Once on an optic silver hollow. And then the Kendrick Bourne tie-dye select signatures, numbered just 4 out of 25. What a night for Mike Haralambis on the Niners. Then you had Dallas, Joe Desky. Sorry, Dallas, or Joe Desky, this was your best team. Donovan Izaraku on the pink optic hollow. And then Tyler Booker on the club level zebra rookie. Ultra rare. Very nice. Very good rookie offensive lineman for them. Nice hit for Joe Desky on the Cowgirls. Last but not least, we have the Jags. You had the multiverse select swatch Jalen Ramsey on the dice drop, going out to Ox on the Jags, not numbered. You had the rookie recruits Travis Hunter on a premier level, Travis Hunter on a suite level, Travis Hunter on a club level red and blue shock, beautiful card, and then Travis Hunter on the tie-dye on target insert, numbered just 23 out of 25. What a night for Ox on the Jags. What a break, B3. That one was way better than I expected when we got through the half case. When we got through the half case of blasters, I was starting to sweat. And it proved unwarranted because that turned out to be a great break after all. It took a minute to heat up. But once she did, she didn't just heat up, she took off. Very happy with that one, B3. I hope the majority of you guys are too. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I am just reorganizing the bench real quick so I can get out of here and up to bed and hopefully be asleep by 2, because tomorrow's going to be a day where we are short-staffed. I can already tell it's going to be a day. Love those days when you can look at them ahead of time and go, oh, that day is going to suck. That's going to be tomorrow. All right, B3, congrats to the hitters. Very happy for you guys who did hit. A lot of people hit in this one. Couple people blanked. Hate to see that, but I love that a lot of you guys did hit and it was kind of spread out. Table's been hot. The free break stuff should come in tomorrow. I think I got shipping notification saying it would be here tomorrow. So we'll start putting together the free break for the Q4 customer appreciation free break. This weekend we'll get it posted and get everything up. And we'll probably drop our second Optic Mega half case break. I'm not exactly sure yet if that's what we're going to do, but we'll probably do that next. It'll probably be 10 Optic Megas, a half case of the Optic Megas with Rookies and Stars Hobby, or Phoenix Hobby. Still working it out, so bear with me while I put that together this weekend as well. B3, love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting this thing closed out so we could break tonight. E-Dub, big shout out to you for coming through in the clutch. Love you. Love you, B3.